maybe. All right, we're getting started here. Let's see if this actually works. Flex and paint, nice. Supposedly live right now. It looks pretty live to me. Don't know why I don't have the YouTube chat window open. It's probably because I didn't start it from YouTube. Yeah, should be good. Cool. Nice. Kind of a rainy day here today. I just got some stream music licensing. Better than nothing when you paint, you know? So I'm going kind of at this angle. I have all of these rocks that I peppered in here that are totally fine where they are. Got a lot of height that I still got to go with. But yeah, if you're in the chat, say what's up, ask me a question about art or fitness, or just say hello. I wonder if I can stream to Instagram too, actually. That is an interesting thought. That is a very interesting thought. Cool. Yeah, I really want to dial in my setup a little bit more because I recently started using OBS. And truly, I think my life would be incredible if I could get to the point where I just get to hang out in here and I paint something and then I make a bunch of prints of it. I go get it photographed, sell the original, obviously, but collect print orders and all that fun stuff. So that's an interesting idea for a series, actually, now that I think about it. Is anybody in here? We got one person. One view. Very nice. Yeah, kind of a fun thought for a series that I had. Let me know if you're watching this either now or later. And I'm just telling this so that I can remember and remind myself. But it would be a really interesting series. I've thought about doing a bunch of different things with my paintings. One would be to paint and do like an auction series. So be like, hey, every day I'm waking up and I'm working on this painting, and you can put a bid in for the painting as I'm working on it, and the painting bid would start at like $0, or maybe not zero, you know, but like get the bid going, increment. I have to see if I can get like a software to do that. Be like, hey, I'm working on this painting and here's the auction. That's one thought. The other thought that I have that kind of sparked that thought is that it would be really interesting to do a similar pass on it where I could collect pre-orders for a print and basically be like, here's the painting I'm working on, here's the goal, here's the vibe. If you like my work, you can pre-order the print, and do it as like a limited run for prints. I like that a lot. I like that very, very much. So, two thoughts. So this stuff, this color, pretty much, yeah, we go all the way down beyond this red stuff. We've got a lot more dark paint right here, although that's actually the stuff over here. This should have been slightly further left, but that's okay. Doesn't need to be exact. Yeah, anybody in the chat? What do we got? I like the live auction ideas. Okay, very cool. Yeah, I'm thinking like, because for me, it takes me, sometimes I can do a painting in like a day or an hour. But maybe to do like a series of like 3 days and be like, okay, every day for the next 3 days, I'm waking up and I'm working on this painting and I'm just live streaming. And in the live, I have like the auction link or like something like that. Yeah, we'll have to try that. I think that should be a lot of fun. Yeah, I'm trying to think of what else I could do with that. How I would implement it. I don't know that right now. I guess I could. Ooh. I'm working on a big painting. I don't know that I want to start it with a big painting. I think I would probably pick a panel and then yeah, I think that's the best thought is to work on a some sort of panel like a 18 by 24 and then I could add some sort of plugin to my website. I don't really know exactly how I would do that, or maybe have something else going. And then, yeah, basically just collect bids. I don't know the best way to do such a live thing. It's a very interesting thought. I'll have to research that. Love this concept, though. I definitely want to roll with that. All right, so I think I'm liking where this is going. I'm going to start changing where the grass is blowing. Give it a little bit more variety here. Although I will say in the reference, there's not really too much motion. And I think that's okay. I'm going to just pretend. I'm going to use my imagination here. Okay. Yeah, probably can't really see too much of what's going on here, but we will chip away at this painting little by little. I've committed myself to kind of a high level of fidelity already, which sometimes I don't love doing, but I do really like how a painting looks when it has a significant amount of texture on it. So trying to be relatively even with that should be good fun. Cool. Yeah, the more that I think about that auction thing, I think if I could figure out, I know there are services where you can stream to multiple platforms at once. So if I could figure out how to stream to both like Instagram and YouTube at the same time, that way I can keep my live streams, they can stay up, and then I can test out this auction thing. I think that would be a lot of fun. of paint. I'm aiming to go to jiu-jitsu later. We're gonna see if I can actually make it. My gi is in the dryer, which is not a thing that I like doing, but I washed it. I went to class yesterday, so I washed it this morning. Really need to get a second gi for scenarios exactly like this. Okay, how are we doing here? This is looking good. I left all this red here, which I think is okay. And we're really not going too high above. We have a little bit of this color like up in here. But I'm gonna switch back to Naples yellow at a certain point. Yeah. Cool. Okay. Got anything else in the chat? It's going to be okay is my one viewer. What's up? It's going to be okay. I don't know if you're still in here. I can't actually see to that level of detail, but if you're still hanging out, say what's up. Super cool. Okay, so I forget exactly how far I was going here. I think I'm going pretty much all the way down in here, but not any higher. What do we got? Hi man, I might change that name. Music is top tier. Nice. Okay, that's good to hear. I just got a subscription to Stream Beats, I think is what it's called. Because yeah, I like to play my own music, but like on YouTube, you can't actually stream with music. Otherwise, you get copyright strikes, which kind of sucks. So, yeah, excited for that. It's new stuff. Okay. Getting very close on this one. I like this little red patch down here. It's kind of weird, but like I'm pretty happy with the placement and the color. I do want to add some darker bits, so I forget exactly what my dark mix was. I want to say it was French Ultramarine, a combination of cadmium orange and yellow, and alizarin crimson. Pretty sure. Kind of gives this like it's settled underneath, which I like. Next, we're going to switch back to predominantly Naples yellow, which accidentally had a little bit of blue in there. I don't know how that happened. Cool. So again, I was gonna do like a pretty high texture pass. I forget exactly where. I think over here, that's where I was gonna do this. So we're gonna go with a couple larger blobs, just so I remember. Yeah, okay. And we're gonna keep the low amount of texture until we hit that point. Maybe a little bit right here too. Kind of hard to explain my thought process on making decisions like that. A lot of times I talk about how painting should just be a gut feeling more than anything else. Yeah, cool. I like it. Yeah, very nice. I think the main thing that I'm going to end up having to do here is, let's actually get some of this on here. Is that lighter? It's pretty light. Let's get some of this light Naples yellow on here. I'm going to try to see if I can get a good texture for my receding foreground, which is kind of this over here. It's not too bad. Kind of got a similar type of spot like right here. And then yeah, we have this line over here as well. And add some of these back to what I painted yesterday. Down here. Just a light little touch up. Cool. Yeah, so I think we can use Naples yellow for the rest of this. And then for this here, I think this, I want to have something else kind of interesting going on. I'm not sure exactly what. I do need some dark paint. that now. Let's see, we got anything else in the chat? Nope, nothing yet. Yeah, I dig that. All right. It's pretty globby painting, pretty wet painting. Cool. Okay. Cool. Where else do I have this red? Kind of up here, kind of over here, a little bit over here. Mostly up here though. Get a little bit of this down here. I don't know exactly how like high fidelity I want to get up here. Really not very, I don't think. Definitely have to at least touch up my line. go up to here. Accidental sgraffito. Not what I want. There's some rocks that kind of pull into the top of the house here. I gotta figure out a good gray for those. Cool. All right. Well, that might be it for now. I'm gonna go think about how to stream to multiple spots, and then I'm also gonna maybe jot out some ideas for doing the stream auction, as well as maybe like a print auction, that kind of thing. So if you're still in here, I don't know if we've got anybody else. Looks like we've got 4 views, but 1 viewer. That might just be me, honestly. But if you're still hanging out here, thanks for joining, and I'll see you later.